Let's go. It is very, very hot. I am hungry and I am eager to bring you this demo for the Denis Lukyanov Creepy Uncle. I actually listed this saber on eBay before I did a demo video for it. And a couple of people were asking me, do you have a demo video? And I was like, you bet I do. So this is the Denis Lukyanov, like I said before, Creepy Uncle. Probably the most accurate episode 8 Luke saber you could possibly get. Real nice. Fully installed, of course, with Profi. Has the stock crystal chamber. It's stock. I'll put all the spec lists in the description, but I think it's the stock V3 PCBs. I pretty much exclusively use those. Fully removable chassis, removable battery. We'll come back to that later. But as you can see, you can take the battery out. There is a kill switch located here. I know some builds, I almost died right there. Some builds allow you to use the rocker section here, replace that with the kill switch. I opted not to do that because I just wanted the, it's called a helper board, that's what it's called. I wanted the helper board to be fully utilized with that. But like I said before, we can come back to what I meant by fully removable battery slash chassis. So if you don't want to actually hit the kill switch every single time, you can pay close attention to these lights here.
Force is not a power you have.
You can use the fact that this thing has really nice deep threads as your kill switch. So you see, I can maybe like a turn and a half, 2 turns, 3 turns, I don't know. It's not making contact, so the battery is not being utilized. You don't have to fully take it out, click the kill switch. It's just a couple of seconds, but I mean, if you want to save some time, there's one way to do it.
Why are you here?
But let's get into this build. Of course, 1-inch blade, and surprisingly no recessed blade for this, despite it being a thin neck saber. A little sneak preview there. Got all the gesture controls on, but we're not going to get into that yet. It takes a 1.5 millimeter hex key that will be included, of course. And as you can see, nice little emitter slash, that I'm pretty sure that's a stock V3 PCBs. With me, I love to buy chassis, but I like to buy the chassis without any components, so I can fully determine what goes into my saber. So as of now, this is set up for a 36-inch blade and exclusively has the Grumpy Uncle Luke Skywalker Episode 8 sound font. So that is this saber. It's set up to be just like a canon version of the saber. But of course, any sound or light, like color, that you want can be added, of course. That can be something that's done on my end or on your end, whatever. I have a huge library of sound fonts. We can discuss it in the private messages if you wanted something like that added. This is, of course, to the people who are interested in purchasing the saber. Of course, if you're just here for the cool looking lightsabers, that's cool too. And boom. So the thing has gesture controls: twist on, twist off, swing on, swing on. You just saw me accidentally ignite it. Let's actually cut the light and you can see how this thing really shines. So completely dark room pretty much. My computer monitor is on. It's around 9 o'clock p.m. if that helps. So my room is like not pitch black, but if I turn my monitor off, it'll probably be pitch black. Oh, not really. There's some light shining through, but boom. This thing fills up an entire room. Not just light-wise, but sound-wise as well. So it does have a 28 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost, a Dark Side Elite speaker in there as well. I decided to go kind of all out with this build. And for the person interested in buying this, there will be no blade included. I thought I would. I say it in the listing, and then sometimes if I send a saber out and they'll say, oh, this is my first saber, I don't know what type of blade to buy. So if you need help with like buying a blade or sourcing one, or you want me to make you one, just let me know and that can get done. But to those not interested,
The last thing I saw were the eyes of a frightened boy whose master had failed him.
that's just the boot sound. It won't happen every time you turn the saber on and off or anything like that. It only happens when you go from no power to the board to power to the board. But to those just interested in a cool looking saber, here is the saber. Now the only real difference between this one and the new one, to my understanding, is the visible retention screw. And the blade plug is slightly deeper, or the blade depth, I guess you would call it, is slightly deeper. What does that mean for somebody that's willing or looking to buy maybe this one, save a lot of money, or maybe if you just want to buy the new one? I don't have the new one yet, plan on getting it, master build. But to my understanding is the only real difference is if you were to just intensely swing, dual, all that, your blade would be a little bit more stable. I'll tell you this, with a 36-inch blade, no recessed blade, I've never had this thing disconnect or have any problems. I have had that problems with the episode 2 Anakin, aka the Tusken Slayer. But it pretty much is my perfect Luke hilt. I am just a stickler for the newest big thing. I always have to have the newest. I always have to have the most up-to-date. I don't care how much money I waste on doing so. So my loss, my addiction will be your benefit. So like I said, this hilt is up for sale on eBay. Right now, I think it's like day 2, listings low, get in early, or wait till the last second and snipe a bid at the end. Do what you gotta do. If you have any questions about this build, let me know below. They will be linked, all the parts will be linked below, and most importantly, the eBay listing will be linked below. But until next time, Upward Jedi signing out.